How's it going, everybody? You're watching Dad vs. CPS. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about this document, right? I titled it, that I filed, right, into my case in the Dimmit County Court of Dimmit County, Texas. They're in Carrizo Springs, Texas, located at 103 North 5th Street, Carrizo Springs, Texas. Okay, I went to the courthouse, okay, and I filed it there. I didn't do this in person. I'm just telling you where it's found at. Okay, I filed it through e-filing, okay, but I'm just giving you the address of where it's filed. Right, it's there. If you want, it's public information. If you wanted to get a copy or a certified copy, you can talk to Sally Flores or Blenda Sandoval and get a copy of the document that I filed. Okay, this document, I called it Notice of Prosecutorial and Professional Misconduct. Right? What else did I put in it? It was I'm gonna show it to you right now. Right? Filed. Oh yeah. Filed by. Let's see. Notice of Prosecutorial and Professional Misconduct. Defendant finds a forged document filed on 1/23/24, right, this year, filed by Belinda Sandoval, or I'll jump to the document, right? But I want to read y'all this document, okay? Because it's like, holy crud, they did this, right? What happened was that I discovered that this document, okay, was filed without my knowledge, right, into my case file, case number 14376, right, at the Dimmit County Courthouse, okay? And when I saw this document, it was called Limited Waiver of Rights, right? And it was made in a manner where it was like, it was appearing as if it was me who wrote that document, and that's not true. I didn't want to waive any of my rights. Are you insane? Like, I am a defender of rights, of my rights, of your rights. Anyone, if it's called a right and you think that's yours, all right, I'll show you how to keep it. You know, I'm not gonna show you how to waive that right away, because that's not what it's about, right? A true person working at the courthouse shouldn't be doing this. And what I caught was a deputy clerk by the name of Belinda Sandoval, right? And I caught the Dimmit County attorney, right? And he's the only one that can file into your case, right? If anyone else was gonna file something, it could be the clerk, and it would be like the notices that are being sent out and things like that, okay? But this man filed it, and she stamped it, Belinda, the clerk, right? And the judge, the visiting judge, that guy, okay, first of all, he's not even supposed to be there, okay? But he signed it, right? And everybody believes that he was the judge, right? But I don't. He couldn't even prove that he was, okay? Because the actual judge, Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce, she never signed any order of appointment. She never did any order of assessment or assignment. Didn't even, I mean, you know, there's rules, right? And these aren't even rules. Like, these are like real statutory laws that have been passed. The only way that he could have been a judge is if the commissioners, other than her, right, would be the commissioners court would appoint him for about 15 days, and that's it. No longer than that. Okay, but there's an order for that, and there's not, right? Okay. Anywho, right, or anyhow, right? I went ahead. I found this document, and I discovered it. And I'm like, hell nah, that's not my document. Hell no. Let's address this. So how did I address it? Well, let me show you what I wrote. Okay, press pause real quick. Okay, I'm back. All right, this is the document that I filed. Okay, and I called it. Okay, there's me. Okay, and yes, people, I wrote this. This is my document. I am the author to this. I hold all rights to it. Okay, being that I created it, I'm the author. I could do whatever I want with it, and you can't stop me. Like, seriously, no one can. Well, maybe you could, you know, you beat me up. Just kidding. But watch, okay? So here is the document, okay? As you can see, okay, somebody over here by the name of Belinda Sandoval reviewed it. And, you know, sometimes it says accepted, right? But anyways, she reviewed it. It's there in the courthouse, you know. I downloaded my court copy. That's why it says that. File timestamp. Okay. So if you've ever seen a document that has this, right? And sometimes you're like, oh, look, it looks like that. Is that real, Michael? Because I had so many people tell me that. Yes, it's real, people. It's just been filed digitally, right? All right. So anyways, and that was very recently on the 18th, okay? And see, I since, you know what? I like to keep it real, you know what I mean? So I like for people to know that this is my document because the very first page says it. And the last page will say it too, right? Because you know what? Let's admit this. There's been a lot of fraud going on, right? And somebody needs to combat against it, right? And so I like to protect my documents, okay? And I like to announce them because I ain't shady. I want people to know that it's me, right, that's writing this document on the first page. And I will tell you my mailing address, phone numbers, and new email address that I put. Okay, and yes, for I know I'm showing you this right now, and I know it's like blurred out, right? You know, but you know, if you really wanted this document, okay, you can just go to the courthouse and just like get it. And you know what? I'm just not trying to put my information out there, you know, when I really don't have to, okay? Because man, I get so many phone calls, I get so many emails already as it is, and I'm bombarded, and people are struggling, okay? And I'm sorry, guys, okay? I wish I could respond to everybody's email, right? You know, but again, this is why I have my channel, okay? So I mean, don't worry, okay? I'm gonna teach y'all, okay? So here it is. So my document, okay, I went ahead and that's the courthouse, okay? I'm gonna change that because you know what? Although it is part of 214, I think it's more of 212, okay? So I'll be updating that, but however, that is still there, okay? And I've actually added, you know, little things that say like first floor now, and okay, because you know what? I didn't like the documents that I've been seeing. The documents that they file, that the county attorney, Mr. Gonzalez, Daniel M. Gonzalez, the Dimmit County attorney, I see this document that they file, and man, you know what? It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it because it's like, who filed that document? And it's like, you don't know because he doesn't put any of his information. On some he does, right? But I mean, why not all? Right? And if you were just like an investigator and you were looking through my case folder and you were just like, you didn't know anything about court cases, or you didn't know anything about but you're an investigator, right? And it would mislead you so bad. And you're an investigator, but you've never investigated a courthouse before, and the attorney gives you the file, and he ain't gonna tell you because he's just an attorney, right? And the investigator goes to it. A lot of those documents, okay, don't have his name on it, okay, and if it does, you know, it's misleading in a manner where it's like you really couldn't throw it at him, right? And I don't like that, okay. But so if an investigator wants to talk to me, you know, I don't mind doing that. Right, because I'll tell you who the guy is who filed that straight up, right? Anyways, so here's my document, okay. Let's see. Okay, and before I go through it again, okay, I noticed that some of his documents and a lot of other people's documents don't have things like a related case number. Why did I put that? Well, because you know what? I didn't like the fact that this case just said case number 14376, and that's it. I'm like, well, what about the incident report? What about that one? That one was tampered, like straight up, and I can prove that. 3 versions have been produced, right? You know, by them, the sheriff's department, and one by the county attorney, right? What about that? That's a related case. So you know what? I went ahead and included that, and I put it in. You know, sound effects and everything. Okay, so and then I was like, you know what? What about when I got arrested for this incident, right? And what about that case? You know, with a magistrate and judge, you know, who did it over the phone, you know, you know, and all that. Like, what about that case where they bonded me, and, you know, and the warrants and all that, you know? Like, what about that? That's related, isn't it? Right? We're gonna talk about all this, right? Are we? Right? I intend to, but you know what? I have to let them know. So I went ahead and sound effects again, and I put it in the Justice Court, Precinct 2, Place 1. And who is that? Who is the Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2? Well, that's going to be yours only. I want to say it's Pito. Alright. Pito or is that Sonia? I should know that by now. Give me 1 second. I have her right here. Don't want to give y'all the wrong information, because that's what I hate doing. Go through all this stuff. Man, I hate when I catch myself off guard like that. Right? I always like to be prepared. Let's see, where is it? You know what? We can Google this. Oh, I'm not even connected. Okay, you know what? We'll go past that. Okay, you know what? Just Google it, guys. Okay, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, but you know what? There's precinct number 1, precinct number 2. Okay, and precinct number 1 is going to be either Alberto Esquivel. Okay, and you know what? I'm thinking about it right now. I want to say that's Sonia Guerrero Perez. And if it's not, then it's Pito, right? It's Alberto Esquivel. Okay, so I'm just confused right now about those two. Okay, but we'll figure it out in a bit. Okay, so anyways, and you know what? Whichever one it is, you know, if you're on the phone and you just say, well, here's the cause number, right? It's 220207110001. Okay, and that's my case, people. That is public information. Feel free to make a phone call to this office, okay, and get whatever you want. It's all information, and you could do this with anyone, like straight up, okay. And then I didn't like the documents that I've seen out, in recent times, and even past times, where it's like if this ever made it to the appellate court, okay, and you wanted to appeal it, I didn't like the fact that it didn't even include who's the judge, because the appeals court is gonna want to know, well, you filed this document, but what judge was it that saw it? And they might know, they might not, but I want to include that for sure, that this was sent to and I tagged her to Judge Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce. So now it's known, who was the judge at that current time when he filed this document. Right? And then, okay, if you're wondering about the the numberings on the side, okay, I brought this style. Okay, so that's my daughter. Alright. Anyways, so, and I can't put do not disturb, right, because then it's gonna mute my sound. Okay, but right here, the numbering system that's on the side, I brought this style, and who knows, they may use it around here too. Okay, but I brought this style from California when I was staying over there. I like it, right? They use it in the federal court system. Okay, it's a template that you can get online. Okay, it is it's called legal template, right? And for me, it's better. And the attorneys might make jokes about it, right? They're like, oh, that's just for beginners, right? And no, you know what? It's very useful for me, because when I have to readdress something, I don't like to. Like how do you find it? It's easier for me to say, okay, on page 2, line 10, I said, you were a fraud, or whatever it is that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for me, right? So that's why I put it. Call me a newbie. I don't care. You know what? And whenever I address issues, I can address it faster than you. Okay, so here it is. So I called this document Notice of Prosecutorial and Professional Misconduct, right? Defendant discovers a forged document that was filed on 1/23/2024 by Daniel M. Gonzalez, plus attached county attorney malicious document. That's what I put, okay? And I attached it, okay? So watch, okay? And I'm going to read this to y'all, okay? But just real quick, okay? Let me see. Well, let me read it now, okay? Oh, and yes, people, this is filed, okay? And and you know what? I didn't like the fact that it said, state of Texas plaintiff. Right? Well, who was the prosecutor, right? Like, let me put his name in the mix, because he was there. He filed some documents, so I put other parties, right? And I didn't like the fact that some attorneys don't even put their bar numbers, so you couldn't even report them if you wanted to, right? So I went ahead and put his bar number. It's right there if you want to report him. But for good things, guys. For bad things that he did, really. If you found out this man, did you wrong, okay, and it's truly honest with what you're saying, and what he really did to you, was really wrong, and you can prove it. Well, there's his bar number. Don't be doing shady things to him, okay, unless you can prove it, okay. Dimmit County Attorney. That's who he is. Attorney for plaintiff. Okay. Self-represented. That's me. Non-attorney filer. That's me too. YouTuber. That is me. Okay. And then sometimes I didn't like it that this information wasn't there. Like what county was the judge from? Because sometimes it'll say judge and in the name, and I'm like, okay, but she was the Dimmit County judge, so there it is. Right. And then I want people to know that hey, there's another person too that I've been contacting, and so another party that that to me, probably not the main parties, but could be another party of interest, would be the court coordinator for the judge. So there she is, Julissa Sanchez Alvarado. Okay, she's the one that schedules court hearings. Moving on. Attachment A. All right. Okay. So, and you know what? I wrote this to the prosecutor. Okay, this is me straight up. I told him how I felt, and it's real. And you know what? They got some issues they want to address with this letter. Let's do it. Right? Okay. So I put, Mr. Daniel M. Gonzalez, who do you think you are that you can file malicious documents that are forged in a manner as if I'm waiving my rights? You filed that document in person at the Dimmit County Clerk's office with the Dimmit County Clerk named Belinda Sandoval on January 23rd, 2024 at 2:31 p.m. Do you have a problem with following the rules, Mr. Gonzalez? E-filing is mandatory, right, in Texas for attorneys, including you. Now I know why you file things in person, so you can file things maliciously, and they won't say your name. But Mr. Gonzalez, only a Dimmit County attorney can file into criminal county cases. Okay. But you know what? The clerk can too. Okay. So the name of the document that I discovered that you filed maliciously in my case folder, 14376, that forged document was entitled. Okay. And so let's go to the next page. Okay, here's page 2. Okay. That document was entitled Limited Waiver of Rights, right, to counsel. Him. Okay, he's the counsel because I didn't have one. Oh, actually, I do have one. That's me. I'm tripping. Okay, so limited waiver of rights to counsel by inmate defendant. What the hell are they talking about? I'm not an inmate. I already done bonded out 2 years ago. like a year and a half ago. And I am the defendant. Okay. But they put by counsel inmate, limited waiver of rights to counsel by inmate defendant. And this is at the top of the document that I discovered. And I'm going to show you the document, okay? And then it says, request state's attorney, which is him, the fraudulent guy. I mean, that's what he is. I mean, I can prove it. I'm not even making fun of him. I'm not even talking bad about him. I am telling you straight up things that are truthful, okay? And I can prove it, okay? And it says, request that state's attorney discuss my pending misdemeanor case with me. Okay, that's the title of the document. And they filed this. Okay, Belinda. She accepted it. He filed it. And the judge, acting judge, impersonating judge, and I can prove that too. Okay, that was there. Okay, he signed it too. Okay, and this guy's from Cotulla, Texas. The fraudulent guy too. Okay, and he couldn't even prove that he was judge there. Like I said, he got no order of appointment. He got no order of assessment or assignment from a judge, not from a commissioner's court, not from a Dimmit County judge like Martha. Okay, I mean straight up. Now watch. Right, so I tell him the document, and I go, really, sir? Do I look like a right waiver to you? I don't think so. My rights come from God, and nobody can take them away. If I remember correctly, okay, that waiver of rights paper is the same document that you and your friend Leodoro, I'm sorry, I'm spelling his name with an A, but it's O, guys. It's O, Leodoro. Okay, that paper, okay, is the same document that you and your friend Leodoro Martinez III, okay, from Cotulla, Texas, okay, was that same paper, right, that y'all were trying to get me to sign at that fake arraignment hearing, okay? The both of you, in fact, were telling me to sign the limited waiver of rights document. Y'all were trying to trick me into believing that I had to sign that document if I wanted to represent myself. I saw what you and Leodoro Martinez did to those few people who wanted to represent themselves. You told them that they had to sign that document. I told you and Leodoro Martinez, I saw you and Leodoro Martinez intimidating those few who chose to represent themselves. You two are so wrong for that. Okay, and then here's the thing again. What I saw, guys, was that there was some other people like me, and man, I gave them props. It was like 2 or 3 of them. Okay, very few of them. Okay, out of so many people that just had to be appointed an attorney. Okay, I saw about 2 or 3, maybe it's more, but I remember it was very few. Okay, that chose up to take a stand for themselves, and they were very confident that they could do this by themselves. And I saw them too, the Dimmit County Attorney, Mr. Gonzalez, okay, and I saw the judge just oppress them with this document, the same freaking document, and pass it to them and said, if you want to represent yourself, then you got to sign this document. And you know what? You got to understand that feeling when a judge is telling you this, you think he's a judge, right? And the county attorney, and they're against you, right? And you don't know what and you want to represent, and so they signed it, okay? And I can't believe I saw what they just did. Hell nah, right? And I wanted to talk to those guys, right? And I'm like, man. But this guy's just like talking to me too afterwards. And okay, so anyways, so I put, do you remember what I told the both of you on that day? This is me when I was in front of the judge and him, the prosecutor. Okay, that guy's not a judge. Okay, well, I keep saying that. Okay, but so you know who I'm directing it to. Okay, do you remember what I told the both of you that day in court, right, on January 23rd, 2024, at the fake arraignment hearing? Okay, I told the both of y'all in front of everybody that I wasn't going to sign that paper because it said I was giving up my rights, right? Leodoro and Martinez, right, the third, and you both said out loud, get that out there, okay? Y'all both said out loud, okay, that it doesn't say that, okay? And I was like, oh yes it does, right? And I took the paper back, right? And that's what I did. I took it back from the judge, right? And I said, here, let me read it out loud in front of everyone to hear, right? It says limited waiver of rights. And then I gave y'all back the paper, which I shouldn't have done, right? Because then they followed it without me. Man, it got me. You see? But watch, okay? And then I gave out back the paper. I said, do you remember what I said after that, Mr. Gonzalez? Right? Because I'm talking to Mr. Gonzalez. This is what this letter is addressed to. Right? I said, I'm not going to sign that paper because I don't want to waive any of my rights. As a matter of fact, I want to reserve all my rights. I don't want to give up my rights. So I'm not going to sign that paper. I can't sign it. I can't, right? And what else did I tell you, Mr. Gonzalez? That I didn't like the both of y'all trying to tell me to sign that paper saying I'm giving up my rights. I told both of you, right, and Leodoro, right, both of you and Leodoro, right, in front of everyone, that instead I wanted the both of you to help me preserve my rights and not help me waive my rights, because the both of y'all, you and Leodoro Martinez, the both of y'all took an oath of office to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, like my rights. Okay, that's why. Do you remember what everyone was doing in the courtroom after that? Right? Okay, and I didn't put it here, right? But I'm gonna tell you, okay, what everyone was doing in the courtroom. Okay, they were laughing, straight up. They were laughing at the both of them because for the first time in probably their life, in my life, okay, and I wasn't laughing because that shit was serious to me, like straight up, and still is. Okay, but people in the courtroom, the other attorneys were laughing at the judge. And he's not even a judge. I keep saying that, right? But I'm talking about Leodoro Martinez from Cotulla, Texas. Okay, but people are laughing because they didn't know how to handle me. Okay, like seriously, but I didn't put it in here. Okay, because I wanted to keep it professional. Okay, now watch. Okay, so and I put okay, so do you remember what everyone was doing in the courtroom after that? Okay, or how about when I told you guys, right? Do I have to sign it? Is it the law? Right? I can't believe the both of y'all, at the same time too, told me yes, it's the law. So you know what? I opened up everybody's eyes that day, and I told you, really? It's the law? Then what Texas Statute Penal Code is this? What law is this? Can you please show me the law? You remember how picking up that silly book and acting like you was going to show me the law? Do you remember what everyone was doing in the background? Let me pause right there. Okay, people. I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to hear this because I was really feeling pressured on signing that document. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I almost took it and I almost signed it. And I was like, no, Mikey, don't do that. Right? Don't do that. Right? And so, you know what? I go, nah, you know what? Let me ask them. Let me see if they take this bait. And it really wasn't even bait. It was really a question. But I guess in a sense, you could call it a bait. But they took it. I said, you know what? If it's the law, right? Then is it, right? And they both said yes. Yeah, they took it. And they admitted it, right? And so since they said that, and he's the judge, acting judge, and he's the prosecutor, well, what Texas Statute Penal Code is this? What law is this? And you know what? There wasn't any. There isn't any. Right? And the prosecutor, Danny, right? Daniel M. Gonzalez, he goes, well, I don't know it off the top of my head, right? And the judge too, I don't know. Right? And I'm like, well, it's the law. I mean, please show me the law, right? Because you're not just going to, and try to force me to do something on this law that you can't even show me, because I mean, it's the law. What is it? Right? Okay, that's enough about that. I'm stressing it too much. Okay, so he couldn't find it, right? And people are laughing at him, like seriously, at the judge, right? At the prosecutor, right? And you can straight up hear ooh, right? Whatever they're saying, right? And I'm still looking forward, right? And every now and then I'm like looking backwards, right? And I can see people like they're covering their mouths because they don't want to, because they don't want people to see they're laughing, right? But that's what's going on, okay? And so I opened up everybody's eyes that day, right? Okay, I already wrote that. Okay, and what law is this? Can you please show me law? Okay, and do you remember how silly you looked picking up that book? Okay, guys, he picked up this book because people were laughing at him. Okay, and I don't know what it was. I thought it was like some tax book or it's some book that they had. It was a pretty damn big book, and the prosecutor Daniel M. Gonzalez, he picks it up, right? And the whole staff. I'm telling you a true story, people. Okay, the staff that's there, all in the Dimmit County courthouse, and the staff that's up front with the judge and typing and all that, and it's like a whole table full of people. They remember this, okay? And you can ask them, right? And he picks up that book and he's like, "Oh, I'll show you the law." Going to him, let's have my sound effects now. It is my channel, I like to make it interesting. And he's just going to the pages, "Oh, find you the law." It's too funny. It was too funny, right? And he finds something, right? And he comes up to me. And he shows it to me. "Here it is. I found the law." I look at it, right? And I'm reading it, and I'm like, and I break it down for him, right? I can't remember what it was. To me, it was serious at the time. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing. Because you know what? It was very serious to me, okay? And I remember at that moment, I read it to him, and I read it out loud, and I read it, and I was like, this has nothing to do with what you're saying about this document. This isn't the law. This has nothing to do it's a law, but it's got nothing to do that pertains to this, right? Or something like that, right? I told him, and I gave him back the book, and, and so, you know what? So let me continue on reading, okay? Okay. That's why I'm putting, right? Do you remember how picking up that silly book and acting like you was going to show me the law? Do you remember what everyone was doing in the background? Okay, they were laughing, people. Okay, like, seriously. You want to know? And you know what? The mood changed. The setting on that day changed, people. Okay? Because before I stepped up, OMG, it was so dark. It was so gloomy. It was the worst day of your life that you could be in court. And I mean, that's how it feels when you go to court. You don't ever hear anybody saying, "Oh, today's the day I go to court." Hallelujah. Right? When they should be saying that, right? It's a gloomy setting, right? But when I was up there, okay, when the couple times that I did look back, man, people were smiling, people were laughing, people were happy. I changed the mood, okay? And that's why I put, you want to know why, you want to know, and I meant to put why, but I put what. You want to know why everyone was happy in the courtroom after that? Because then they knew that it didn't have to be that way anymore, okay? The way you were making everyone, okay, now I'm going to press pause and go to page 3. Okay, here's page 3, I'm back. Let's zoom in, okay? The way that you were making everyone feel, I told him, okay? I go, "Sir, I want you to know something. Before court started that day, okay, and you were doing roll call with Leodoro Martinez, the acting judge, right, the third, I was paying attention to the many people that you requested a capias for, which was the people that didn't show up for court, right? Leodoro, you and I know why they didn't show up. Because they didn't know they had court. They weren't given any notice of a hearing, which is a right that they are entitled to. But I already know. Yeah. I can't. Man, that bothers me a lot when it comes up. Okay, so it throws me off. Okay. Because they didn't know that they had court. They weren't given any notice of a hearing, which is a right that they are entitled to. But I already been to the Dimmit County Clerk's office. And I know for a fact, Belinda, and she's the Dimmit County Clerk, because she's the one that accepts all the filings for the Dimmit County Attorney, Mr. Daniel M. Gonzalez. Okay? Right? That I already know for a fact that Belinda couldn't even prove to me, that she served anyone. And I'm talking about me too. Because I wanted her to prove that I had notice of that hearing. Right? Because on January 11th, I went to the courthouse and I said, give me my documents. She gave it to me and she gave me that notice. And they call it a notice, right? And I'll show that in another video, okay? And I look at it and I'm like, okay, fine, if you want me, so it's filed. But, where's that certificate of service that's supposed to be attached to the end of this document? Like the law states that there has to be, right? And that's just a certificate from the county attorney saying that he certifies that blah, 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 that him, whatever, he served me or something, like any normal attorney would do, At least certify the service that, Belinda has served me, right? Or what document is there from a process server, okay, so I'm going to read it because I say all that right now, okay? That Belinda couldn't even prove to me that she served anyone. I'm talking about me too, okay? She didn't have any UPS tracking numbers, no certified mail with signature return receipt, no registered mail with signature return receipt, no FedEx tracking number, no certified process servers in the documentation, no affidavits by any affiant affirming that service was complete, no citation of service was issued with return receipt, no proof of service of any kind. I forgot to put UPS. But, I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Okay. Where was I? No proof of service of any kind, and all with an undetermined manner of service. Okay, I'm talking about the ones who went to jail. Okay, sir, I don't appreciate my hometown being done that way. Okay, and what you and Belinda did was conspired against my rights. Okay, literally, that document says waiver of rights. Okay, and you, the Dimmit County Attorney, and you represent this county. Okay, guys, I'm talking about when I was in court. Okay, you know how I just said that they wanted to give me a document that saying that I was trying to give up my rights, waiver of rights. Okay, people, that document, I gave it back to them, right? I didn't want to sign it. Okay, and at some point, the judge, right, or the acting judge and the county attorney were so mad at me that they literally, the judge told me to leave. And he kicked me out of the courtroom, and he even told one of the deputies to have me escorted, and right, and so I wasn't there anymore. I'll talk about that more in a bit, okay? But I wasn't there anymore, okay? So I mean, I don't know what the hell happened after that, okay? But I was told to leave, and I couldn't. And I was in the lobby, after I walked out the courtroom, and then I stepped outside, and then I couldn't even step on the stairs because the one of the deputies. And she's a nice woman too. She don't know what the heck happened, but I think she's good. But she goes, man, Michael, I gotta tell you that the judge don't want you here. They want you to leave, right? Off the steps outside, right? And now I know why, okay? Because that same document, okay, because I wasn't there, they filed it in court. And I went back to my Google Maps, and I wanted to know, because I saw the time that they filed it, and I wanted to know where I was at when they filed it. And so I have all my history saved, right? So I scroll back to my timeline and I go back to that day, and yep, sure it is. There it is, right? And I'm like, holy shit. I was at court on that day at that time, and they filed it without me. I didn't give them permission. I said it so loud everybody can hear. People were laughing in the back of the court. They had inmates there, okay? On that day, okay, and they saw and heard everything, and they're laughing, and you can hear the shackles, right? Like seriously, okay, and so everybody remembers that I didn't want nothing to do with that document. There's nothing that anyone could say that the court felt that Michael Andres Cadena wanted to have that document filed in court. They couldn't even say that because I have so many witnesses. The bailiff, he was laughing. I mean, everybody. Okay. Okay, so gotta calm down. Okay, so sir, I don't appreciate my hometown people being done that way. Okay, and what you and Belinda did was conspired against my rights. Literally, the document says waiver of rights, right? Limited waiver rights. And you're the county attorney, and you represent this county. I just exposed the fraud that you and Belinda just did, okay? On our court record, okay? You knew I didn't want to sign that silly paper. And you told Belinda to file it, and she listened. She knows right from wrong, and she didn't even tell me about it. Okay, here, let me show you the crime you and Belinda just committed. Okay, and I put Title 18, right? United States Code, Section 241. It's called conspiracy against rights. Okay, and I put Mr. Gonzalez, and that's a real code statute. You go look it up and Google it in a bit. Okay, you go, and it's too much. Okay, this video I'm just doing this. Okay. But it's called conspiracy against rights, and the document was called limited waiver of rights, and they forged it. Okay, what does forge mean? Forge means to authenticate a document, or maybe design it in a manner. And I'm paraphrasing what it really says, but everything I'm saying is there. Okay, that you're making a document appear as if it's real. Okay, and that it's from someone. Okay, and that's what they did. Because at the top of the document it says, by inmate defendant, Michael Cadena. I'm like, what the hell? That's not mine. Okay, I'm going to show you the document right now. Okay, so I put, Mr. Gonzalez, you are way out of control. Having forged the document to appear, right, as if it was from me, you engaged in, right, and this is the Texas Penal Code, right, Section 32.21, forgery, right? For the purposes of this section, 1, forge means to alter, make, complete, execute, or authenticate any writing that purports to be the act of another who did not authorize it. You see what I'm saying, people? I ain't making this up, okay? Okay, and I'm telling you what he did, okay? Section 32, this is all from the Texas, codes, and I'm telling you, like, if you are being arrested for anything like this is what you're being arrested for. And they write that on your bond paperwork and all that booking stuff and whatever. You go to court and it's there. I'm reading you from the law. Okay. Section 37 in Texas, guys. Section 3702, .09. Tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, right? A person commits an offense if knowing that an investigation or official proceeding is pending or in progress, okay, makes, presents, or uses a record, a document, or thing with knowledge of its falsity, with intent to affect the course or outcome of the investigation or official proceeding. Okay, here's another one. Section 37.13, okay, record of a fraudulent court. Okay, a person commits an offense if the person makes, presents, or uses any document or other record with knowledge that the document or other record is not a record of a court created under or established by, hold on, I'm going to press pause. Okay, let me scroll back in. Okay. Under the Constitution or laws of this state, of the United States, right? And two, right, with the intent of that document or other record being given the same legal effect as a record of a court created under or established by the Constitution or laws of this state of the United States. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're presenting a document from a fraudulent court. Okay, the court didn't make that. Okay, obviously someone did. Okay, but they presented it as because they said I have to sign it. It's the law, and they gave me the document, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. It really isn't. Okay. So section 3902. Okay, I'm telling him the laws that he broke. Okay, abuse of official capacity. A public servant, and that's what he is. He is a public servant, straight up. He needs to recognize. Okay, a public servant commits an offense if with intent to obtain a benefit or intent to harm or defraud another. He intentionally or knowingly, one, violates a law relating to the public servant's office or employment. That's what he did. Okay, he deprived me of my right. Okay, by filing that, helping. He gave it to Belinda, right? Okay, and when he did that, the court took it as if, you know what, I'm waiving my rights, and they found it. So that's what he did, right? And it was for the benefit, for help to him prosecute me. That's what it was. Okay, and it was with the intent to defraud me. Okay, that's what he did. Okay, he defrauded my rights, my God-given rights. Okay, and he intentionally and knowingly did it. Okay, because everybody knows that they were laughing at him. Okay, and then well, that's against the law. I just showed you the laws. Okay, so and what he also did was, okay, he violated this law, right? Texas Penal Code, section 3902. Okay, I'm sorry, 39.03, official oppression. Okay, he's an official. Okay, so he's oppressing me. Okay, a public servant acting under the color of his office. Okay, the Dimmit County Attorney Office. Okay, under the color of his office or employment commits an offense if he, two, intentionally denies or impedes another in the exercise or enjoyment of any right, privilege, power, or immunity, right? Knowing his conduct is unlawful, right? Or rule, right? 309, special responsibilities of a prosecutor. Okay, the prosecutor in a criminal case, okay, C, shall not initiate or encourage efforts to obtain from unrepresented accused a waiver of important pre-trial, trial, or post-trial rights. That's what he did. Like, you know what I mean? And so I'm telling them like how it is. I ain't failing them, you know. Not tell them to again. Okay, you ain't gonna steal my rights. You know, I don't have much, people. I really don't. I don't got a home, like a permanent home. I don't got some land, you know, that's built up from the ground. You know, however it is. You know, I'm struggling with rent right now. They're trying to kick me out. You know, I don't got much in my life. Okay, I got a big channel. Yeah, I do. It's not crazy big, like millions of. It's 16,000 small, you know, but it's pretty big. It's big enough that, you know what, I am watched in 37 countries worldwide. Okay, I have over 2 million views. People are in the past 28 days. I checked my statistics. Okay, I don't know. I checked my statistics, and I have had over 30,000 views. That people have tuned in onto my channel and are watching Dad versus CPS. Okay, the people watch me. Okay, you know, cause I'll tell you like how it is. Okay, and so and then I put note at the end of the document. I put note to Dimmit County Judge, Martha Alicia Ponce. Right, it's Gomez Ponce too. Right, Texas Code of Judicial Conduct, Canon 3. Right, this is the law. Okay, straight up for the judges to follow. Okay, from the Judicial Commission of Judges or whatever it's called. You know, Texas Code of Judicial Conduct, Canon 3. Performing the duties of judicial office, like judge, like the office of Judge Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce, that office. Okay, impartially and diligently. D2 disciplinary responsibilities. Okay, 4.2 judge. Right, a judge who receives information. If this document, because I served her, okay, and him, right, because I can't have ex parte communications. I served them all, right. I included 25 twice, right. 25 other officials, right, or whatever. Some of them were like people I knew, okay, but they look at me, okay, and because you know what, these people are making me look bad, I felt like I had to let these other people know, okay. Anyways, that's another subject, okay. A judge who receives information, okay, clearly establishing that a lawyer, such as a governmental lawyer for the county of Dimmit, him, okay, Mr. Daniel M. Gonzalez, okay, that a lawyer has committed a violation of the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct, should take appropriate action. Okay, a judge having knowledge that a lawyer has committed a violation of the Texas disciplinary rules of conduct that raises a substantial question to the lawyer's honesty, trustworthiness, or fitness as a lawyer. Okay, in other aspects, shall inform the office of the general counsel of the State Bar of Texas, right, or other appropriate action, like arrest him. You know, that's what I want. And for heaven's sake, you know, he man filed some forged document, you know. And so, you know, I'm tired of this fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody messing with my documents. I want everybody that knows it's me. So, you know what? I went ahead and put my YouTube channel seal. Okay? There it is. All rights reserved. I'm telling them all right now that I'm holding all my rights. Okay? All rights reserved. There's my signature. Okay? And you know what, people? If you look in the statutes, okay, in Texas, okay, there's actually a statute. I don't know off the top of my head, okay, I can actually say that, right? Honestly, but it's there, like literally you can Google it, okay? And it says somewhere there that if you just put /s/ and then your name, that the law says you signed it. And if you did it electronically, right, there it is. Okay, so that's why I did that. Okay, dated July 18th, that's just recently. July 18th, 2024. Signature and seal of party certifying service. Okay. I actually meant to put that in the bottom, but who cares? It's me. Because you have to serve them too, right? So hold on. Let me show you the next page. Page 5. Okay, here's page 5. Let's see. Okay. So I do my own certificate of services. The law stays in Texas here, and other places too might be the same, okay? But I went ahead and I know, right? On top it says, YouTuber. Well, it's true. I am, right? I am self-represented. I'm a non-attorney filer, okay? And so that's who I am, okay? And I used to put pro se and that, right? But you know what? I want to be more specific, okay? I'm self-represented litigant, okay? And I'm a non-attorney filer. That's what I am. All right? I don't want an attorney. I don't need an attorney. I can self-represent. Obviously, I know how to do it, right? and I'm a YouTuber, okay? Because you know what? I intend to show this on my YouTube channel, which is what I'm doing, okay? So, you know what? I want everybody to know a YouTuber did this document, okay? A local YouTuber, okay? Alright, so anyways, and blurred out the information that I didn't want out there, okay? So here's my certificate of service, okay? And it's just saying that I, Michael Jessica Cadena, defendant, am a self-represented litigant and party to call. I did not copy this from anywhere. Well, some parts I did, but what I'm saying is I didn't find another attorney's document, and I just took out what he wrote and just added. No, like I literally found the rules governing the rules governing criminal cases. Right, for electronic filing, I literally found those rules, okay, and that I copied, okay, but that's the law. Obviously, I'm gonna want to put that here, okay. So, but that's it. And this is straight. All this is my document. Nobody helped me. This is me, okay. I Michael Cadena. I'm Michael Jessica Cadena, okay. Defendant, am a self-represented litigant and party to cause number 14376. Filed in the Dimmit County Clerk's Office and heard at the county court in Dimmit County, Texas, as counsel of record, right? For defense. I certify that to the court compliance with Rule 3.3, entitled Proof of Service, right, of the Texas Rules of Criminal Cases governing electronic filing 3.3. Okay, that I have served the following parties listed below a copy of the document entitled Notice of Prosecutorial and Professional Misconduct. Defendant discovers a forged document that was filed on 1/23/2024 by Daniel M. Gonzalez, plus attachment A, right, which is the malicious document, right, with attachment A, 1 page total. First one's 8 pages, okay. Via electronic service, and in doing so, electronic service is complete, right? So this certifies of service. This certificate of service is also a service of notice, right? And shall be prima facie evidence, right, of the fact of service. Okay, nothing herein shall preclude any party from offering proof that the document, notice, or instrument was not received. And upon so finding, right, the court may extend the time, right, for taking the action required of such party, or grant such other release as it deems just. Okay, so and this is the law. If you go look up if you just go look up the rules that governing electronic filing for criminal cases, like I'm putting, right, it's not me just being a smart ass, right, 'cause I am just I'm just using it the way it really applies. Okay, so, and here's the parties, here's the people I'm certifying my service to, and the people that I'm saying that I certify service, that I serve these people. Okay, here's the attorney, right, the Dimmit County attorney, right, and if you look at the Texas State Bar website, okay, you will notice, okay, that if you look him up, right, he's registered under Mr. Daniel M. Gonzalez, okay, and it tells you on that website, it says bar card number, okay, it doesn't say license, okay, it's bar card number, okay, 0078411, okay. Hold on, guys, I gotta press pause real quick. Okay, people, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom. Okay, and I just stuck a soup in the microwave. So I have 6 minutes, and you're gonna hear a ding, and then I have to press pause again because I'm gonna eat. But let's continue. Okay. Here's who I'm serving. Okay, the parties. Estella, number 2. Okay, people. He calls her his administrative assistant on his website. Well, it's not his website, it's the county's website, right? Right, but she's listed as the administrative assistant to county attorney, and she's a crime victim advocate. I'm a victim. How come she ain't advocating for me? That's insane, right? Okay, and that's the courthouse, okay, where this is filed in, this document. Okay, Everything that I am showing you, people, is public information. In no way whatsoever can she say that I put out her information because she's a public servant helping the public servant official. Okay? So whatever. Okay? And plus, anyways, I put the address of the courthouse. Okay? I put the phone numbers of the courthouse. Okay? That's what you call those numbers. I'm putting their government emails. Okay? Like, seriously, that's not her personal email. That is her official. Okay, and she's not even an official. She's just the administrative assistant. Okay, and when you begin to learn these legal words, okay, you begin to realize that an administrative assistant, oh, like she's not certified, like she doesn't have a license, like she never went to school to be a paralegal, like that. I mean, you learn this terminology and you realize what's going on. Okay, I don't know, who knows? She might be certified, she might be licensed, but I mean, why doesn't it say paralegal then? You know, and I'm just saying. Okay, so let me go to the next page. Okay, let me press pause. Oh, hold on. Since we're on the subject with Estella, right? I just went to the courthouse yesterday, and she has the nerve to tell me, oh, well, why don't you just post the recordings that you, or it was something about, she was talking about recordings or something like that, right? And she said, well, because you post everything anyways. Right? To me, it was funny, you know. And then she even told me, well, why are you wearing sunglasses, right? In the courtroom, I mean, in the building. And when you're inside, why are you wearing sunglasses, right? And I thought, because maybe I'm recording you. And she just drops her face. Okay, let me press pause. Okay, so here's the next page. Page 6, right? Okay. Okay, so yes, I served the judge. Okay, Martha. And she reads them, right? Okay, and you couldn't do this unless you include the prosecutor, right? So long as you include the prosecutor and the judge, that is not ex parte communications, because and that's how you get around all that. Okay, so and everybody knows it's not, right? Because they can see who I'm certifying service to. Okay, so that's how you get around all that nonsense. Okay, so now the judge knows what he did. Okay, you know what I'm saying? These are allegations. These aren't just allegations. These are, straight up the truth. What happened? And everybody's there. All the testimonies that can be brought in against them, like straight up. Okay, I mean, do they really want to do that? Just arrest them and have them put away, and they can sign their plea deals. Okay. So that's all the judge's information to get a hold of her. This is her county official email. Okay. And I don't even know why it says org. Okay. It should say .gov. Okay. But whatever. That's just how they set it up. Maybe that's the guy who set it up in the past for them. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's dumb. I don't know. Okay. But this is their official emails. Okay. So if somebody had a problem that needed to be addressed to the judge, okay, then there you go. There's your email from Dimmit County. Judge Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce. Okay. And here's the court coordinator. The court coordinator for her. Okay. She's the one who's going to be scheduling the court hearings if you have court. Okay. And she works for a public servant doing public duties. She's not an official. Okay. And she's not appointed, okay, because you don't have to be appointed to be a court coordinator, okay. But she is a public servant, nonetheless, providing public duties for the judge in the office of Judge Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce. That's what it says on the door, okay, on her window, whatever. Right? Okay, so that's her information. Okay, so if you need to schedule court, there it is. Okay. The office of Dimmit County Clerk Mario Zuvia Garcia. Okay, he's the Dimmit County Clerk. He's an elected official. Okay, there's the address to the courthouse. Okay, where he's at, the historic courthouse. There's the fax number. Here's the email. And he has like so many emails. Okay, and I know someone is gonna say, but you're showing his personal email. It says Yahoo. Yeah, right. Okay, because you know what? If you just Google, right, Mario Zuvia Garcia, right, there's a state directory, right, where it's got his picture right next to it, like straight up. Okay, and it's got all the information, and he's not providing a dimmitcounty.org email. He's providing that one, MZ Garcia 69. Right? Seriously, that could be the year of his birth. I don't know. Okay, but you know that's not his public email. That's what it says at the public directory where I got it from. All right. So, anyways, oh man, I wanted to keep talking. I'll be back. Okay, you know what? I guess 6 minutes was way too long. I took out my soup and it was just bubbling like crazy. I'm not gonna eat that, you know, not right now. So I'm coming back and I'm gonna continue. Okay. So and then I put the deputy clerks. Okay. There's their information. Dimmit County Deputy Clerk Belinda Sandoval. People, this is not her personal, personal information. This is her public information that can be found publicly, okay, at the courthouse. That's the address to the courthouse, okay. Belinda Sandoval, okay. That's the 103 North 4th Street, that Suite 2. I don't know why I say Suite 2. I must have copied it somewhere. Somewhere I got that, okay. That's why it's there. Crystal Springs, Texas. And these are all phone numbers from the courthouse, people, okay. She has her own courthouse, local government email, okay. And you know what? This guy, okay, the fake judge, okay, him, the one that can't prove that he was judged, the one that can't prove that he has an order of appointment, an order of assignment or assessment from the judge, Marta Alicia Gomez Ponce, that judge, okay, acting judge, impersonating judge, okay, I want him to know what's up. You know, I wanted to know what he did was wrong. So I included his information too, and I served him through e-filing. All these people got served through e-filing. Okay, that's why it says on the very first page, in the top right corner, if you rewind the video, it says filed, right? And if you pay attention, it says who accepted it, right? It reviewed by Belinda Sandoval, right? The same deputy clerk, okay, that filed that fraudulent document. I'm getting to the document, guys, right now here in a bit. Okay, here it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the judge's information. He's from LaSalle. I put note. Leodoro Martinez, a LaSalle County judge, appeared on 1/23/2024, acting as visiting judge, right, at a scheduled arraignment hearing set at 1:30 p.m. in the Dimmit County Court in Dimmit County, Texas, located and scheduled located at 212 North 4th Street. Okay, first floor. Okay. And you know what? I went ahead and included the Rangers on this, right? But you know what? I noticed that I didn't put together Texas, right? So I got that returned to me, okay? But I already sent it back, okay? So they got it, okay? So next time, just so y'all know, people, okay? Texas Rangers is together, okay? But that one got returned back because, you know, that's not a real email address, just Rangers. But I already fixed that, okay? So. And then you know what? I'm getting frustrated already. Okay, so I already contacted the United States Department of Criminal Justice Division. Okay, and even though it's not highlighted in blue, okay, people, it still went through. They got it. Okay, I mean, if you're working for the Department of Criminal Justice and you're reading this document, that's some pretty heavy stuff that I'm writing in there. You're gonna, okay, enough of that. So there's my signature and seal. Okay. Let me press pause so I can go to the next page. Okay, this is page 6. Alright, here's page 6. Okay. Sorry. Page 7. Okay, it's the last page for this, right? But then there's the attachment, okay? So, and I'm not going to read all this, okay? I will scroll through it so you can press pause, okay? On the top of the certificate of service, people, okay, I'm talking about these rules, you know, and how certificate of service is, you know, it's just how the process works, and you know, you want to know where I got all that cool language from, okay? Well, here it is. I put notes at the end of the document, right? So if they didn't know it, and perhaps maybe they didn't, because they've been in their office for so long, they just felt like not the need to just read the laws that are current now. I don't know. It could be that, okay? But you know what? I let my public officials know, you know, these notes that are very important, okay? And there it is, okay? So I'm not going to read it, okay, because it's very lengthy, okay? I'm just gonna go through it very slow so y'all can see it. Okay, it's everything that I was saying. Okay. So I wanted to pause it. Okay, now that's the end of that. Now I'm going to show you the attachment. I'm going to press pause. Okay, so here it is. I'm about to show y'all that fraudulent document. Okay, here it is. So, but here's my cover page, right? Attachment A. Okay, the following attachment is the malicious document that was filed in person at the Dimmit County Clerk's Office and in person by the Dimmit County Attorney named Daniel M. Gonzalez, Texas bar card. There's his bar card number. This document was not filed, right, by the defendant and is fraud upon the court. Defendant never agreed to have this filed. Filed maliciously on 1/23/2024. People, I wrote that wrong. That's just a typographical error. Okay, but they know it was 2024. Plus, I'm gonna show you the document right now, and it obviously says that it was 2024. Okay, so, and that's the document name, right? Limited waiver of rights to counsel by inmate defendant. Request that state discuss. Man, that ain't me. Okay, so here it is. I put this document is void, like straight up. Okay, and there it is. Okay. Here's what they found. Remember, I was telling you I was in front of the judge. Everybody's laughing at them. Okay, and this is the paper that they were passing me, and that's what I was mad about. Okay, I was very upset. Okay, well, here it is. Okay, now I mean, look at the top of that. Say limited waiver of rights to counsel by inmate defendant. Request that discuss with me. That sounds like if it's me. That's not me. Okay, that's not my document. Come on. Look at my style. I mean, I used a bullet numbering system. Okay, I mean on the side. Okay, you can identify the lines and all that. Okay, because I like to dress it faster like that. Okay, I identify myself on my first page, and I've been doing this since way before they even filed that document. I mean, you could tell that this document is not me. I mean, straight up, it is nothing. Look, they're putting initial here. Come on, people. That is not me. Okay. It says defendant's name. Okay. Michael Andres Cadena. Phone number, nothing. Right? Man, I always put my number. You want to call me? It's the first page of my document. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know I blurted out, right? But I mean, literally, if you just wanted to just find out and you wanted to go, that far and you wanted to give me a call, I guess, you could just, go get the document that, and they'll give it to you, right? They won't give you my number, but if you get the document, then you can call me. If you went that far, I might answer the phone, It says defendant's address. Okay, I took that out. Offense and misdemeanor case, accident involving damage to vehicle. Oh my God, this attorney has changed that so many times. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Okay, magistrate. Okay, they're Leodoro Martinez III. They're talking about that impersonating judge from Catula who showed up. Okay, and here's what they wanted me to sign. Look. I certify that I have admonished the defendant, right, of his rights pursuant to Article 1517. And if you go to that, that's straight up talking about freaking, that's the Texas, government code or Texas penal code, one of the two, right? Yeah, that's the code of criminal conduct, right? One of those, right? And I think it's that one, right? The conduct one. And they are straight up, referencing everything, the procedure on how to magistrate someone. And I'm like, what? Whoa. I already been magistrated. And it's not this hearing, okay? That was at, over the phone with Sonia. And she's not even the one who even issued out the warrant, right? It was Bito. It was Alberto Esquivel. Straight up. Okay? But that magistrating hearing, okay, happened a long time ago. Okay? But this guy, he's putting Magistrate Leodoro Martinez. If you were doing this all over again. Come on, man. They're being real shady, in that court. I certify all, okay. They, pursuant to Article 1517, you, the defendant, have the following rights. This is so, like, who's writing this document? Like, who's the writer, right? You are accused of a misdemeanor. An affidavit has been filed charging you with the offense. They want me initial there. Right? You have the right to retain counsel and have your attorney present during any interview with peace officers or attorneys representing the state. If you are indigent and you cannot afford a counsel, you have the right to request the appointment of counsel. You have the right to end any interview or questioning any time. You have the right to remain silent. Get real, man. I wanna continue some questioning. Is what I want to do. Okay, I want to put people on the stand. I want to subpoena them. Okay, I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, right. I'm gonna be as loud as I can be. Okay, and I'm gonna talk so much about y'all's fraud. Okay, the right to remain silent. How about the right to expose everything? How about that? How come you can't put that? And I would initial that. Golly. Okay, initial here. What the heck does that say? Choose one. Choose one. Man, they went to. I just saw that right now. Okay. If you wish to discuss your case with the county attorney, select one of the following. Okay, we gotta choose one, guys. Okay, help me choose. Okay. Look. Okay, so that I have not made a decision as whether or not to represent myself, to retain or to apply for court-appointed counsel. Okay. That I intend to waive my right to counsel and choose to represent myself in any proceedings in this case. Right. That I have an attorney, but now I choose to represent myself. Are you insane? Okay. Let me talk about this. Okay. First of all, okay, I remember something. Okay. Man, I wish I had the recordings for that. Okay. They do. Okay. But I've always known, okay. Oh, crud. I accidentally dropped my phone. Sorry if that was loud. Okay. Oh, that's a nice page. Let's go back to this one. Okay. But I've always known, okay, that it's not that I don't like attorneys, okay. It's just that I've always been done wrong by them, okay. But I didn't like this style of the way they had wrote this document, where it says that then I waive my right to counsel. Okay, first of all, let's talk about that. I would never do that. Okay, right? Because then they like to argue, well, you don't want an attorney, right? So then you waive your right to counsel? Hell no, I don't. Right? Because you know what? I know my Bill of Rights, and I do know it says that, you know what, in any criminal proceedings, right, that the accused, right, has the right to an assistance of counsel. And why the hell would I want to, waive that right? And my Bill of Rights doesn't even specify on who it is I choose to be my assistant of counsel. Okay, so that could be my best friend, that could be my homegirl down the street, that could be anybody I choose. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, because it's a criminal proceeding. It's misdemeanor court, isn't it? Right? You see what I'm saying? And you know what? And ultimately, okay, you know what? If I couldn't find someone, and I chose to find an off-duty attorney, right? Who, you know, or whatever. Okay, maybe I found a good one out there. Okay, because there has to be some good ones out there. I'm giving them that. Okay, yeah, I might choose to have him as an assistant of counsel. Okay, and maybe he doesn't want to, you know, be announced as that as an attorney because he wouldn't have to. Okay, because just like the, county attorney isn't identifying his administrative assistant that she's a paralegal. I mean, I don't see why I couldn't do that with an attorney who wants to help me, but not being known. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't like this document at all either. Because of all this. It's not my document. It's fraud. It's forged. Okay, and they all knew about it. Okay. So I choose none. Okay, it says choose one. Yeah, right. Like I have to choose one, just one. Like, how about I choose none of them? right? And I gave it back to them, and I shouldn't have done that because they filed it. Subsequent. I'm not saying that right on purpose. Okay. Subsequent to above referenced decision, and I reminded the accused that the county attorney is the attorney for the state. He never reminded me that. I knew that already. You know, in contested trial, this person would be the person bringing evidence against the accused. The county attorney does not and cannot represent the accused. The county attorney is not obligated to make a representation in the best interest of the accused, investigate any mitigating information which may be offered by the accused, right? Maintain when he's supposed to, right? Maintain confidentiality with respect to information offered by the accused. And this man didn't want to. He told me, so you know that everything you say in one of the meetings I had with him, right? Anything you say can be used against you. And I'm like, so I kept it real for a good long time, minutes, right? Where we weren't even talking about the case. We were talking about real things that were happening, right? And like that. Anyways, it is the statement of the accused, right? That she understands the right to have an attorney appointed to represent him, her, if qualified. Calm down. Like I gotta go take some exam. Stupid. I gotta be licensed. Get out of here. Okay. Like I have to have a resume. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Gotta stop laughing. Sorry. She wishes to temporarily waive the right and discuss this case with county attorney, right? She understands that this waiver may be revoked to him at any time. Like, I never invoked it. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I didn't say it. I try not to cuss on my channel. Sorry. Magistrate Leodoro Martinez III. Okay. Well, I mean, I say other bad words, right? I'll say shh, right? Or but the F word, I really don't like that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Accused Michael Andres Cadena, date 1/23/2024. Okay, and here it is. Here's the fraud. Here's the one who did it, right? She found it, okay? That's B. Sandoval, okay? It Belinda Sandoval, the Dimmit County deputy clerk, because she's not the elected official guy, right? Who's Mario Z. Garcia, okay? But Belinda is the deputy clerk, okay? And she fraudulently filed this on 1/23/2024 in January, okay, 23rd, at 2:31, and she stamped it and she signed it, filed, okay? And look what they put, right? Refused to sign, has signed on e-file. Are you insane, right? Let me rewind back to that conversation, okay? Because I remember they were saying, so you want to represent yourself, right? And I'm like, well, yes, I want to represent myself. I just told you that, and they were telling me, okay, well, sign this document and all this. I'm like, sir, the judge, the county attorney. I'm sorry, the county attorney. I'm like, you know what? I've already given him notice. The county attorney, right? I've already given him notice. Right, in my notice as a pro se litigant, my notice of appearance as a pro se litigant, right? And seriously, that's my document too. I wrote that, okay? And I've already given him notice that my appearance is a pro se litigant, okay? So you know what? And I already sent that on e-file. That's what I wrote. I mean, that's what I said, right? And him, the acting judge up there, literally wrote that I refuse to sign this document here. He's talking about this one, right? And that has sent on e-file. Like if I had refused this to sign it, but I have sent this on e-file. Yeah, right. You see what they did? Like They manipulated what I said. Okay, and that's not honesty, doing your duties. That's not manipulating something that someone said and writing it on a forged document. Okay, does that seem like a judge is solemnly swearing, okay, on his oath of office, right, to faithfully execute his duties? To faithfully execute his duties, okay, while in the office of, whatever impersonating office he was impersonating, right? And he wrote that, the judge up there, okay. Okay. So, and here's the last page, okay. This one's not my document, okay. But when you e-file something, okay, e-filing has its own certificate of service automatically. Okay, this is just an automation. It's not a real person doing this who typed this out. This is by default what the system generates, proving that it's been served on e-filing. Okay, but you still have to do your certificate of service, which I already did. Okay, this is a bot. Right? Those kind of bots doing this. Okay, automated certificate of service. Okay, this automated certificate of service was created by the e-filing system. That's what I just told y'all. Right? The filer serviced this document via email generated the e-filing system on date to the persons listed below. The rules governing certificates of service has not changed. Filers must still provide a certificate of service that complies with all applicable rules, and I already did. Here's the envelope number. Okay, filing code description, notice. It is a filing description, notice of prosecutorial and professional misconduct. This defendant discovers a forged document that was filed on 1/23/2024 by Daniel M. Gonzalez, attachment A. Okay, status. Okay. Case contacts. Okay, you know what? This is everybody's email. Okay, don't worry, people. Okay, because I'm not putting personal emails. Okay, because I don't need that being said. Okay, but these are everyone's public official emails. Okay, so if you want to ever get in contact with these people, there it is. Okay. Belinda Sandoval. That is okay. I'm gonna start from the top. Okay. Mr. Daniel M. Gonzalez, that is his bar number. He's the Dimmit County attorney. He's the prosecutor. Okay, there's his contact information. Okay, real big if you want to see it. Okay, press pause if you want to. Okay, Daniel Gonzalez. Okay, at dimmitcounty.org. Okay, Michael Andres Cadena. I'm sorry, I meant to put a space in between Andres. Okay, everybody makes mistakes. I admit them. Okay, at least I do. Okay. Belinda Sandoval, okay, that is the Dimmit County Deputy Clerk, okay, for the Dimmit County Clerk's office. She is not the clerk, she is his deputy clerk, okay. The real clerk, right, elected official is Mario Garcia, okay, but let's continue first on with Estela M. Varial. I am sorry, I admit this mistake too. I meant to put a space, okay, between M and V, okay. It's supposed to say Estela M. space Varial. Okay, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, Mario Z. Garcia. Ooh, I didn't know I made so many mistakes. Okay, Mario Z. space Garcia. Okay, Sally Flores. Okay, Sally Flores is the Dimmit County Deputy Clerk. Okay, she is not the clerk. I already told you that Mario Z. Garcia was space Z. Garcia. Okay, Julissa Alvarado Sanchez. Okay, I might be making another mistake. I'm sorry. Okay, but I am admitting them. Okay, it's supposed to say Julissa Sanchez Alvarado. Hey, my bad. Sue me. Okay, but I'll end up fixing all this, right? Because I really, I want to put real information. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, but it's not as bad as what they're doing. Okay. And these are typographical errors, okay? Christopher Castaneda, okay? I want to tell you right now, people, okay? I've been conversating with the sheriff, okay? And you know what? This might need to be corrected too, okay? Because he texted me that his name was Chris, not Christopher. Is that true? Well, I'll do some more research, but I think that he might be saying the truth. I'll give him that. Okay, so because he said that, I'm gonna change that. Okay, but this document was written before he told me that. Okay, so I apologize, Chris. Okay, Mario Z Garcia. Okay, I know I've already put it up there on top. Okay, but people, these are all his emails that he included on his personal, out there, wherever I got this, on the. I researched it. Okay, I literally had to find every single buddy's email. And OMG, was that so hard, right? So that's why it's different, right? Okay, so that's why he has his name twice. It's because it's 2 different emails right there, and then another one right there. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Okay. Last one is Martha Alicia Gomez Ponce. People, that is the Dimmit County judge. Okay, for Dimmit County, Texas. Okay, that's in Creasel Springs, Texas. Okay, she's the Dimmit County judge. Okay. If you had some message, don't be bothering her, people. Okay, straight up, this is for official business. Okay, you probably will get in trouble. Okay, if you start harassing them or whatever. Okay, but if you're trying to bring some information that's required to be sent, or there's a problem that you're having. Okay, well, she's the one to go to. I mean, that's really. Okay, if you're in court, you cannot contact her. Okay, by yourself. She will not reply. Okay, but if you included the prosecutor, okay, now that's not considered ex parte communications. That is now considered everyone included communications. Okay, she still might not reply, but she will get the message. Okay, if you send it through your email, okay, regular email, you'll know that it was sent, but you'll never know when she opened it. If you do it through e-filing, okay, it will tell you if she opened it. Therefore telling you that she read the document. Okay, so it's good to have a registry on e-filing. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Okay, so I appreciate y'all tuning in on my channel, watching Dad vs. CPS. Okay, please be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe. You want to hit that bell. Okay, because what does that do? Hitting that bell makes sure that you will get a notification of any time that I'm going live. All right, so until next time, all right, thanks for tuning in.